Hello guys!
Hi friends, welcome back to another video. So tonight, the old couple are making their debut at the Bank Top Tavern in Oldham.
That is it. That is what's behind us right now. This is our first time actually hitting this venue because Lunar's got the car again, which means we're not going to miss public transport. So we've been meaning to actually come down to the Bank Top Tavern for a little while now. Like, there's always some really good stuff put on here. A lot of the 0161 gigs take place here, and we really wanted to come down and check out some of the bands, but like I say, public transport. The last band comes on at 11 o'clock, which means that while there is a tram stop just over there, we'd end up missing the public transport home because the last train home from Manchester for us is 11:30.
Yeah, so there's no way we would be able to get home, but now we have a car again, we are more mobile, so we finally come down to the Bank Top Tavern, and I'm super excited.
So like I said, there's always good talent on here, so expect to see more from the Bank Top Tavern. So.
Yep, and who are we here to see this evening?
So tonight we are checking out Kill All the Gentlemen, and they're supported by two bands that are actually been in Metal to the Masses this year. So this video is actually going to be just all about Kill All the Gentlemen. I'm super excited for this one. Yeah,
we've got an interview booked with them. We're really excited to see their set tonight, and obviously we're going to bring you guys along with us. So should we go get a drink?
That's it. Let's go get a drink.
See you soon.
Interview done.
Yep, interview's all done. Do you know what? I was just saying, the front of this, it looks like a fake TV set, like Rover's Returning, Corrie.
That's it, it looks like Corrie.
But yeah, that's the interview, all done. We're going to be going inside in a minute to catch their set. So yeah, stay tuned.
So Lunar's had a tooth out. I'm trying to watch her take her vape right now. It's like she's doing it in slow motion.
I'm trying to be careful, I don't want dry socket. And Sandra, if you're watching this, no you're not, mind your business. I need a vape, sorry.
Alright, let's get inside. It's lovely weather today. It's been so sunny over the last few days, but it is starting to get chilly, so let's go.
Hi guys, so we are in Oldham this evening with Kill All the Gentlemen. For those who have never heard of your band before, would you just like to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about your band?
Sure, yeah, I'm Adam and this is Ben.
I'm Ben, yeah, hi.
Ben was previously our bass player and he's now levelled up to guitar.
Exactly, winning in life.
So, yeah, and we've got a previous bass player that's just come back, haven't we, from years ago?
Yeah.
And Tom the drums, but those two are in there manning the merch and leaving them to their own devices. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it's all right.
Yeah.
We might have to check on them halfway through just to make sure they're okay. But yeah.
Hello Oldham.
Yeah.
So if you were to describe your music, what would you say that you're all about?
You know, we fall out about this all the time, actually, because we all have our influences, but I don't know, you're probably better answering this.
Yeah, we get asked this a lot. I would say we are heavy as balls, but you can be as heavy as you want. You just got to have the melody there. So I'd say we're kind of Decapitated meets Machine Head with a bit of Cradle of Filth in there.
Yeah,
maybe.
I know someone told. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
No, go on.
No. Someone told us that we're blackened death metal, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good, you know, because. It's got the fast and that thrashiness to it, but it's got loads of melody.
But we're old and we got old school vibes, so
yeah. And we can't really sing that well, so that's why we just scream and let the guitars do the melody, basically. Even though we are trying to sing a bit more on the newer stuff, and a bit hit and miss, but we'll see what happens.
So you guys are currently on the Come Tour With Me tour. How is that tour going for you guys so far?
Really good, yeah. We started off in London, in Camden. Then we went across to Swansea, up to Edinburgh, Glasgow. Now we're at Oldham tonight, and then we end up in Cambridge tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's been awesome. Yeah, I mean the dev was great. Shout out to CJ, he always looks after us really well. Swansea was a great venue as well. It was awesome. And yeah, I mean, these boys have never been to Scotland before, so it was really good, even though it is so far. It was like a 9-hour drive for us because we're down in deepest, darkest Devon. So yeah, it's a long old trip, but it was well worth it. It was awesome. And now we're looking forward to Oldham. So yeah.
Devon to Scotland, that is far, innit?
Oh my God, yeah. And guess who got to drive? This guy.
So you guys are going to be playing at the Bank Top Tavern tonight in Oldham. You've had a chance to have a look around the venue. How are you feeling about the show this evening?
Good. I think it's a late one, isn't it? Late start.
Yeah. I'm already in bed by now.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, sound check was like probably the quickest and easiest sound check we've done, I think.
Yeah.
So it's just, plugged in, played. Yeah, that's great. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it sounds really good on stage, and the venue's really great. Everyone's super friendly. Everyone's like, "Do you want a beer?" As soon as you come in, it's like, "Yep, of course I want a beer." Yeah, so yeah, everyone's just super, super nice. Even though some locals were taking the piss out of our accents because we.
Which I find quite amusing, actually, being in Manchester.
Well,
No offence.
Yeah, I think you just offended.
Who are?
Yeah, well, we're farmers by heart, really.
Yeah,
by
so,
art.
yeah.
That was a bit farmer,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Where's this to?
Yeah, where we be too? We'd be on Oldham today. Yeah.
So you guys have just released a new EP titled Come Die With Me. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, go on then, Adam.
Yeah, so have you ever heard of most people probably have heard of a program called Come Dine With Me, right?
Who hasn't? Come on.
So anyway, the song came about originally. We were writing a new EP together, and I had this one kicking about for a few months, and it was just really melodic. And we're all sort of thinking, can we use this? Is this going to be okay? Is this Kill All the Gentlemen enough? And the consensus was just, fuck it, roll with it. Let's do it. When we got it's a sung chorus in there and some Iron Maiden harmonies and things, and we just thought, let's roll with it. And then I was writing the lyrics. I just thought, I can't remember why I came up with "Come Die With Me." I think originally it was going to be written about, all the stuff you get on Facebook now, like all the sort of free runners and the parkour stuff and people climbing the buildings and without harnesses and things like that. And I was just seeing so much of that and just thinking they're just waiting to die, and they're advertising it. So I thought, I'll call it "Come Die With Me" and call it about that. And then I was in the pub one night with my bass player, Jay, and he was like, "No, we should make it a bit more Kill All the Gentlemen. Let's make it about cannibalism." And I thought, and he's like, "Have you realised it sounds like Come Dine With Me?" And I was like, "No, I didn't make that connection." So I just thought, right, okay, so we'll base it on Come Dine With Me, and we'll just make it about cannibalism, invite someone around and eat them. And the video was exactly that. We brought an old guitar member, an old guitarist, didn't we, round to the house, and we sat him down, had a nice meal, and then we ate him at the end.
Yeah, so. That was a really fun video shoot. We sort of had a rough idea, and our boy Charlie over at
Charlie Smith.
Yeah, but Mind Art Visuals. That's it. Yeah, knew it. But yeah, he's great. He's a really good videographer. And yeah, he just was like, we needed to try to. Our aim was to have it like Come Dine With Me meets Evil Dead. So like cheesy, but the right side of cheesy. And
it's kind of like Bruce Dickinson cheesy, I'd say. Like like the Rain on the Graves video sort of thing. We're trying to sort of go for that sort of thing, weren't we?
Yeah. But it was great, And like Adam said, like we were like, is this song just like too melodic? Because we're massive Maiden fans anyway. We're like, this just sounds like something off like Caught Somewhere in Time. But we're like, nah, let's just lean into it. We like it, and if we like it, then that's what the band is, isn't it? So the response has been great. Everyone's just been like, mate, that song, like you need to do more like that. So yeah, in fact, when we played in Swansea, we played in Cardiff a little while ago, and the sound engineer was like, mate, that new material is just next level. And I was like, that's really good to hear, because we were sure it was going to go in the bin at one point.
Yeah, and it's not intentional, like going more melodic or anything. It's just what we just sort of get together and write and see what happens at the time, really, don't we? And we never set out to write a certain amount of songs. We just got a few templates and stick them down and see what we think, really, in house, don't we?
Yeah, we don't ever set out like, right, this is going to be an epic one or a melodic one. We just see what happens.
Send it to a few mates and see what they think.
Yeah, we got a few mates that are good, like we call them the shit riff detectors, and they're basically like, nah, mate, you can't have that. That's not making the cut.
And then we ignore them anyway and just do our own thing. So.
Just do our own thing anyway. But yeah.
So when you've been playing that EP on tour, have the fans been enjoying it and loving it?
Really much so. I mean, it just like it almost, because we've been playing the other songs, well, for us so long. It's just nice to have fresh material in the set. And yeah, we definitely got a great response, haven't we? Definitely a newer audience is brought in. Definitely, we're not just doing the whole full-on blast-beating death stuff. And I mean, to most people, it probably does sound like that still,
that's the thing is, even though it's quite melodic for us, it's not exactly something you could play on the radio.
And the first time we played it, actually, we played with High Parasite in their debut gig at the Night Train in Bradford. And Aaron, who's My Dying Bride Night Train, we were in the Night Train with Aaron and played with them, and we finished our set, didn't we? And went backstage, and Aaron just goes, "Well, that was a racket." So, and that was cool. That was really cool playing with those guys, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
High
awesome.
Parasite,
Yeah, it was really awesome.
So something I'd like to touch on is you guys were very lucky enough to go on tour with Cradle of Filth. How was that as an experience for you guys?
Oh, well, I mean, massive fanboy moment, really. Like we just absolutely love Cradle, especially Adam. Adam's been a Cradle fan since the year dot, basically.
Yeah.
When we got the offer come through saying, "Oh yeah, do you want to do a Baltic run with Cradle?" And I was like, yes we do, yeah.
But the funny thing is that when that came through, the band had actually, we were on the verge of splitting up at that point. We lost our drummer just as the first album, The Lost and the Rapture, was coming out. And then we're just a real loose end, weren't we? And our manager phoned me and said, "Right, you guys can't finish yet. I've got you this Cradle tour." I'm like, "Well, we haven't got a drummer." And he's like, "Well, fucking find one then." So, and Ben, you were going on holiday actually,
Yeah,
weren't you?
I went off to Turkey
So I'm going
for 2
to
weeks.
going to Turkey for 2 weeks. I said, "Right, I'll find a drummer by then." He's like, "Good luck, mate." And I did. And we found Tom, for better or worse, didn't we?
For better or worse.
And bless him, and he's been in the band for, 7 years now?
No, yeah, and we love Tom.
And actually, the first show we did with Cradle of Filth was Tom's third ever show with us.
Yeah.
So we did a local show in Exeter with him, and then
I think we've
another
Bristol
show.
as well.
In Bristol. And then we flew off to the Baltics with him, so it was just... Yeah, mad.
Yeah, it was great though, like meeting Danny, and like I said, it was a real cringy fanboy moment when you went up to say hello to him. I was like, I can't look at it. It's like one of those roadside accidents. You just can't look. You're like, oh my God, I can't look at it.
But they're all really nice guys, weren't they?
Oh,
And we'd
super
known
nice.
Richard before. We'd met him before, and with his
The Chop Suey cover
he was
band
in his
did.
covers band, so we'd known of him. So that was great. And yeah, they're really cool guys to hang out with, and maybe one day we'll do it again.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, their new album's awesome, so yeah, that'd be great.
So you guys have signed a deal with Subterra Management. What have the opportunities been like for you guys since then?
Well, it's really fresh at the moment, actually. So yeah, Subterra with Alfred. He's been managing us for a year now, and started up this new company, Subterra, and we just formed a really good relationship with him, haven't we? He's been brilliant. Yeah, he's our boy, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he just gives us a good kick up the arse because, you know, we are fairly lazy sometimes. But when he gives us a kick, we're like, okay, yeah.
Well, he's on our backs every day, all day, every day, especially around this tour, isn't it?
Yeah, but we love him for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a kick up the arse, you know, especially with like, you know, we were saying this, weren't we? Like being in a band is like 80% social media now.
Yeah.
10% practice, some writing, and the other 10% is touring. It's all social media, and he's really good at pushing that. And yeah, we've seen a massive spike in numbers, so he's obviously doing the right thing. So yeah, that's basically.
And then we got Will from Metathetic Music as well, who booked this tour.
Yeah.
So we got a nice little unit at the moment, actually. The sort of
it got
all encompassing, isn't it? Just
yeah, it's been great, and we got like a few things in the pipeline which we can't speak about now, but eventually it'll be made public. But yeah, and you know, we've released
more of these.
More of these, yeah. We've released the first half of the EP because that's the thing with the EP. We wanted to do something a bit different, and we've released 3 tracks now. But you can basically buy the full EP in person, physically today. So, like, if you come to a show and you buy the CD, you'll get all 6 tracks now. But we decided to kind of stagger it and reward people that come out and
it's
actually see us.
It's just pushing physical sales again. Because I mean, I don't know if I don't even own a CD player, and you know,
Yeah.
it's weird. But I think it's coming back around. The reason we did them is because with the last few shows we've done, people have been wanting to buy CDs. So it's something they can have, and we can sign it, and it's something they've got as a momentum from the show. I don't know whether they listen to the CDs or not, but so yeah, we just wanted to reward the fact that we've got a physical copy, and yeah, so we gave them the whole EP.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
that.
But
Yeah.
the second half is going to come out in a few more months, so it will eventually all be online. But it's just, you don't get anything from online sales. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it being in a band's hard enough, and yeah, not having physical copies sold is just.
Well, I don't know, mate. I'm enjoying myself. What are you saying?
Well, that's all right, mate. Yeah, good. Well, I'm glad you're all right. Yeah.
Okay, so apart from the tour that you guys are on now, and obviously what you can tell us, what are your plans for the rest of the year?
We're playing in May. After this tour, we've got a little break, and then we're playing Canal Fest in May, aren't we?
Yeah, that.
Which I think is a newish festival, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And then we are going to start writing, I think, to do a new release towards the end of the year. But we're basically concentrating on the second half of this EP, really, and bringing that out.
Second half of the EP launch, probably be a new music video. And yeah, a few little tours with some other bands. But like I said, just got to kind of wait and see. But yeah, it's like I said, we've just made some really good connections over the past few months. And everyone's like, oh, mate, you should come out on a weekender with us or a week tour with us. And it's like, yeah, well, let's do that, you know. And we love the bands that are interested. So you're like, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. More tour, more pushing. Just more band life, really. More time in this van.
Yeah.
Okay, so big thank you to you guys for sitting down with us. We will pop all of your social media links below the video so people can click on it and find you guys straight away. If you've never heard of these guys, make sure you go click those links and check them out. And we're looking forward to your set tonight, and we'll see you very soon.
Yeah, see you
Thanks.
down the
Thank
front.
you.
Thanks so much for your time. Thank you.
What have you got?
Right, so they don't do Guinness here, but they do a stout, and this comes highly recommended by James from the 0161. This is the J.W. Lee's stout. That's the brewer that owns Bank Top Tavern. So, going to give it a whirl. It says it's really good. So, will it rival Guinness? That's the thing. That's really nice. James, you were right. That's actually really good.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Oh, out of 10. Are we doing one of those?
Yeah, we are.
Solid 8 or 9, that. It's a really good stout, actually.
Is it similar to Guinness?
Similar because it's a stout, but, you know, Guinness is always a high 10.
Yeah.
You can't beat Guinness. Hi.
It's nearly time.
Off my property before I pump your guts full of lead. All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going 1, 2, 10. Something to see.
What are you doing, Lunar?
I'm back on my bullshit, getting my
That's
set
it.
list signed, as always.
That's it. Luna's got herself a set list, and she wants to collect all the signatures. So she's off. We've already got a couple. She's off to collect the rest. Luna's got her keys in hand. There we go. Jingle jangle.
Dakota hates my keys because there's just...
Everything on it. There's like one key on there.
Wait, no, there actually is. There's one house key, my car key, the rest is key rings.
The rest is everything. There it is. Little red machine. Let's go.
Cherry!
Let's go.
Her name is Cherry.
Right, let's get in Cherry and go home. How'd you like that, Luna?
That were good, that. Wasn't
That were pretty good, wasn't it?
Alright,
I had a really good time.
Can I get it, Cara? Come
Right.
on.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye!
Now let's go home. Salvador Crispy. That's me after Download Festival. My nose falls off. Every time. No matter how much sun cream I put on. Now let's get home. Let's go.